Have you heard of this new concept, this let them? It's a new idea by author and public speaker Mel Robbins, and it's in her book called Let Them. It's a whole new mindset that you can take on that allows you to release control. It's a mindset shift that allows you to stop trying to control people. It's an idea that when someone does something that you don't like, you no longer try to change them. You no longer have a huge emotional reaction, and you no longer take it personally. It literally frees you from all of that. You simply say, let them. A good friend of mine at work actually introduced me to this idea, and honestly, it's very liberating. Before we go any further, I'm Lori. This is The Lori Show. I'm your positivity princess, self-appointed, of course. And I'm here helping you see the world through rosy-colored glasses, one video at a time. You're in the right place if you want to embrace positivity, tap into your inner power, and create the life of your dreams. Now, before we get started, I'd like to put a little plug for my new book that's coming out. It's launching on March 20th. That's World Happiness Day, which is perfect for this book because it's called 30 Days to a Happier You. And it's an action-based workbook that will allow basically anyone to find higher levels of happiness and create levels of happiness in their life that weren't there before. Stay tuned for more information on this in an upcoming video. We also have a 60-day happiness challenge, so please don't miss that. There's video released every single day with a little challenge that will take you no more than a minute, and you're going to love it. This is not something that you can create overnight. It's not something that you create and just, let it go. You have to maintain it. You have to keep it going, and you have to really put in the effort. It's based on actions, not just words. So let's keep on increasing our happiness habits because that's the most important thing you can do for yourself. Last little plug, go check out my website. It's absolutely free. It's all law of attraction resources. It's got spirituality. It's got laws of the universe. It's got 3 waves of volunteers, Dolores Cannon. Anything you want, it's on there. So go check it out. Link in the description. Now here's the nitty gritty. This is the topic that I want to talk about today. It is this idea of let them. And I really, really love it. And there's 5 big takeaways from this book. First of all, I'd like to put a plug for this book. It is amazing. I put a link in the description so you can get yourself a copy. Mel Robbins is amazing. She's written a lot of books about empowering yourself, about, you could call it, it's from the self-help genre, but it's not about self-help. It's about taking yourself as you are and just finding the best version of you and cultivating it and really seeing what a great individual you are without having to change, just embracing what is there. Let Them really, really resonates for me because I have always been a people pleaser in my life, and I've always been the type where if I felt like someone was upset with me or if I felt that I'd done something that pissed somebody off, if you will, I was trying to fix it. I was trying to get to the bottom of it and, are you upset with me? Are you mad at me? Are you okay? And that is something I do often, and that's something I'm working on. But at this point, I think it's very clear to me, based on what I've been reading and based on what I've been studying, is that I need to let a person feel how they feel and leave them alone about it. Let them be themselves. Let them reveal themselves. Let them learn from what they're feeling. And that's all I can really do. Now, without further ado, I want to show you 5 different aspects of this book, 5 different aspects of this let them concept that will be very helpful for you. Okay, so let's go. Okay, number 1, and I'm going to read some of my notes, okay? Number 1, you cannot control others. People will do what they want. You can try to influence them. You can do your best to set a good example, but you cannot change them. Trying to control them or change them or even lead them, it will just lead you to frustration and it'll affect your relationship. You have to accept their choices. You have to say, this is what it is, and mind your business in a sense. And you let them do what they're going to do. They'll either be successful or they won't. But that's not your problem, and it's not your fault. You can be there to support them, but that's all you can do. Remember, all you can control is yourself and your own reaction to them. Number 2, protect your peace. When others do not meet your expectation, remind yourself, let them. Let them just be where they are. Meet them where they're at. You do not have to make them rise to the occasion. We are in a society where there's these certain standards that we set in these certain aspects, but a person is just the way they are. They can only be who they are. And sometimes they may have been, they may have misrepresented themselves to you in the first place, and that's just not who they are. Let them be. Remember, focus on your own happiness, not their behavior. It's not their job to make you happy. It's not their job to help you find happiness. You have your own job in finding your happiness, and they have their own job in finding their happiness. You might even be soulmates. You might be linked in every single way in life. You might be twins. That still doesn't make their happiness your job. Happiness is an inside job, and you're not going to affect their happiness by controlling them either. Number 3, let people show you who they really are. If someone keeps letting you down, let them. They are basically demonstrating what you mean to them. If they keep on canceling on you, don't get mad, let them. Find someone else to hang out with that wants to be around you, that will not cancel on you. If someone used to be a certain way and now they're different, let them be different. They've changed, they've grown, or they've shrunk. I don't know, but let them. All you can really do is adjust your expectations based on their actions. And you know what? The biggest mistake you can make is to have expectations on someone else's behavior in the first place. We do not know what they're thinking. We do not know their full motivation. We don't even know what anyone really wants in a given moment. All we can do is control our own emotions, our own motivations, our own actions. Stay in your lane. Stay in your own path. Number 4, focus on what you can control. Don't spend your time trying to manage someone else's behavior. I mean, obviously, if you're a parent and you have to mold and shape a child's behavior, that's a different story. What I'm talking about is an adult who has full control over themselves. They can only change their own behavior. Don't waste your time on it. You can love someone. You can give them everything. You can care and care and care. And they still will do the thing that they decide they're going to do. You cannot control that. You have to spend your time on the things that make you happy, on the things that make you feel fulfilled, on the things that complete you. And that can't be around another person. It has to be around your own internal, your non-external validation. Spend that time improving your own life. Number 5, freedom from disappointment. Saying let them gives you freedom from disappointment. Letting go removes unnecessary stress. Free yourself from emotional pain by accepting things as they are. Let them, let it, let her, let me. Let me give you a couple of examples. I'm going to say the example and I want you to think what's your immediate reaction, and I'm going to tell you what happens when you let them. A friend doesn't invite you to a party or get together. Let them. That tells you where you stand with them. A coworker takes credit for your idea. Let them. It reflects on them and their character, not you. A family member judges your life choices. Let them. You don't need their approval. This simple shift can bring more peace, clarity, and emotional freedom into your life. Give it a try. Next time something happens outside of you, next time someone else behaves in a way that was not what you expected, was beyond your expectation, try, let them. Just try it. I'm going to give you a quick example from my own experience. I had a friend a while ago that was an unlikely friend, and they proved to not be the right person to me to have in my life, really. One of the things about them is that, and I hope they're not watching, but I wanted them to go back and finish their high school diploma. They didn't get their high school diploma. And many times I would say, go get your GED. Please get your GED. I'll take you to get your GED. We'll get the books, we'll study, I'll help you. I could not get them to get their GED. And at the end of the day, I just wanted them to be able to get a better job, a good life, be able to help their children. But they needed to want it themselves. They needed to put aside whatever it was that was keeping them from doing it. But that's not my job. That's not my decision to make. My own reactions were just frustration and stress and what can I do to fix this? But it wasn't my job to fix it. I needed to let them not get their GED. Let them continue on in their own life path where they were. Let them not have, that better opportunity. That's okay. If they were okay with where they are, then I needed to be okay with it. I needed to focus on myself. Maybe it was me that wasn't okay that they didn't have a GED in some weird way, shape, or form. I don't know why. Okay, that was let them. I'd like to do more material on this. I feel like I've literally just skimmed it. I want to also point out that if you get the app Headway, it has 10, 11-minute versions of many, many really good books. And I want you to go check that out. It's not expensive, and if I can get a link for you, I will. Go check the description if I was able to do that. If I can get you a code for a discount, I'm not sure if I was able to get that. Okay, so go check that out. I was able to find a 11-minute version of the book Let Them. I did read the full book, but the 11-minute version isn't bad. It isn't terrible. The 11-minute version actually had a really cool checklist that I want to share with you really quickly. Okay, it's a really cool checklist, and I'm not going to post the whole thing because I think that is copyright issue, but there's an idea of following these 7 simple rules as a checklist when you're in a situation. So number 1 is to identify your triggers. What is it that really makes you react to others? What is it that really boils your blood or makes you feel like you need to react? Number 2 is to pause before you react. Give your frontal cortex time to process and think about what's the best action to take. When you let your fight or flight response take over, it's not helping you. You're just really just trying to survive in that moment. You need to breathe. Number 3, set boundaries gently. So you have to set boundaries with others. You have to tell them what you like and don't like. And that's the only way you can control the situation is by expressing and communicating. Number 4, reframe the outcome. What that means is you're going to journal at the end of the night. You're going to write down how each day or in that day you were able to let them, explain an example from your day. So you can show yourself you're doing the work. You're actually following through. Number 5 is to celebrate wins. Every time you are able to follow through and just let go and let them and let yourself be yourself fully and not judge, that is a win and you need to recognize it. Number 6, learn to redirect your energy. Do a hobby, start a business, make a YouTube video, do whatever you got to do to take that energy that you want to use towards somebody else and fixing them and fix yourself, fix your life. And if your life is okay, you don't need to fix it, just do something creative. Use that energy in a creative way. Number 7 is create a mantra. Something that when you feel overwhelmed or triggered, you're going to say it. You're going to say it over and over until your nervous system allows your heart rate to go down, allows your blood pressure to go down, and you cool off a little bit. So you could say, let them, let them, let them. Or they make their decisions, I make mine. They make their choices, I make mine. Or even something as simple as, I will control what I can and I'll leave alone what I can't. I will control whatever works for you. These are great options. Okay, so in the next video, we'll talk more about this. I've also posted a guided meditation that you can listen to. It's about 3 minutes long. It will help you to use the let them in daily life. I hope you love it. I hope you like it. I hope you go check it out. Go see the description. All the links are there. If you have not done so yet, please like, subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you can do that will help. I'm a creator and that really does help my channel. I love you so much. But if you don't subscribe, I'll have to just let you not subscribe. Okay, I love you so much. Love and light. See you in the next video. Keep shining. You're in the right place if you want to embrace positivity, if you want... You know what? I can do this. I can freaking do this. You're in the right... I'm Lori. This is The Lori Show. I'm your positivity princess. And I'm here teaching you how to